So this is a function. The function is represented by phi, and you want to integrate with respect to xi. The values of xi varies from, sorry, epsilon. Epsilon, it's not xi. Epsilon, sorry. It varies from -1 to +1. So we are going to integrate the values between -1 and 1, and the function of this curve is being represented by phi. So when you integrate this one, then you can find out the summation of this portion, that is -1 to 1. So this is the actual way of integration. And now what I'm going to deal is the integration by numerical integration. That is how to solve it. You know how to solve this function. Suppose if integration of x means it varies from minus the function. Let us take the function is the phi is equal to x. So when you integrate x, what will you get? X square by 2. X square by 2. So when you integrate that one between -1 and 1, you'll get some answer. That's the exact solution of integration. That integration I can do it by numerical way also, numerical way. So how to find out the numerical solution for this function instead of doing the actual integration? That is the numerical integration method, and the one of the methods is Gaussian quadrature. Gaussian quadrature. So you can find out the solution of this curve by picking up 2 points. If you take this one, I've considered 2 points, 1 and 2. So the points are considered that is from the center. The points are at a distance. A is equal to √3/3. So it has been proved if you are taking that as 2-point integration, then you can get the solution exactly, somewhat exactly as that of the actual integration technique. This is called the numeric integration. So I can take instead of this 2 points, if I'm considering the 3 points on the curve, this is a curve. And this on this curve, if I take 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, I'll get more, little more accurate solutions. But b distance, you have to take it as b is equal to root of 0.6, root of 0.6. So if you consider that like that, you can get the value exactly. That's what numerical integration means. So we have started the problem. I think I have started the problem. So this is suppose if it's a quadrilateral, you can take different points 1, 2, 3, 4, but the values of this distance are given as this eta is equal to √3/3, and xi is equal, epsilon is equal to √3/3, epsilon is equal to √3/3. So these are the points. Suppose if I take more than this instead of 4, if I'm considering this the 6 points, then I can take the values as this xi is equal to epsilon is equal to minus root of 0.6, then xi is equal to plus root of 0.6. If you take like that the points and then you do the numeric integration, then you'll be getting the exact solution. So we will do a problem, then you will understand what's the meaning of that. I think we have started the problem. So this numeric integration is this is a Gaussian integration, numerical integration, Gaussian, Gaussian, Gaussian quadrature. So the function, let us take the equation of line. What is the equation of the y is equal to mx plus c? That's a function of a line. So when I am integrating with -1 to +1, I can do it in this way. That is sigma is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to n w into f of x, w into f of x. So can you write just put the title as Gaussian quadrature, and this formula you write. You have to write, this is a w is nothing but the weight function, and f of x is the function. So you write this one, and I will explain a problem also. So the points, where points you have to consider. That is, if you are considering only one point, then x1 is equal to 0, and the weighting function w is equal to 2. If you are considering 2 points, x1 and x2, that is, I told you know the curve I have considered 2 points, means you have to take that x1 and x2 as plus or minus root of 1/3. If you are taking 3 points, then you have to the points are root of 3/5. If you are taking, and the weighting function also you have to, the weighting function I'll give you in the question. If I'm asking you to find out the 3-point Gaussian quadrature, then I'll give you the value of x1, x2, x3, and the weighting function also, weight also. This is called w, the weight function, and that also a value also it will be given. So For x1 and x3, the weight function is 5 by 9. For x2, the weight coefficient is 8 by 9. So suppose if I'm considering 4 points on the curve, x1, x2, x3, x4, then x1, x4 are plus or minus 0.86, and the weight function coefficient is 0.34. And if it is x2 and x3, it is plus or minus 0.33, and it is 0.652. Can you just note it down? This thing, this put the title as Gaussian quadrature, and you write this function and how it is being handled by Gauss quadrature. That is a weight coefficient into the function. Just copy down this one. You didn't do it that day, no? Last class you didn't copy, no? This one. Hello? Somebody can answer me. Did you copy this one? This table? Sweta, did you do it? Hello? Jagan?
Ma'am.
Copy no, ma'am.
You didn't copy, no?
No, ma'am.
Then you do it now. This will be helpful for you. Put the title Gauss quadrature and copy this one, and copy this table. Stop. So now we will do a problem, that is evaluate integral -1 to +1 x square plus Gaussian quadrature. So here the function is f of x is equal to x power 4 plus square. So 3-point quadrature means it's a 3-point quadrature. It is x1 is equal to, can you tell me the value? What is the value of x1? It is 3 by 5 and x2 is equal to 0. What about x3? 3-point quadrature means x3 is equal to minus root of 3 by 5. What I am writing is correct or not? 5. What about the weight function? W1 is equal to W1 is equal to 5 by 9. W2 is equal to 8 by 9. And W3 is equal to 5 by 9. 5 by 9. So find f of x1. F of x1 is equal to, that is x1 x1 is equal to, that is square root of square root of 3 by 5 whole power 4 plus x1 square is x1 is square root of 3 by 5 by 4. Oh, sorry, this is 2. This is the value of f of x1. So weighting function is equal to this one. Similarly, you have to find out f of x2 and f of x3. And finally, you can find out, similarly you have to find out f of x2 is equal to what, and f of x3 is equal to what. Substitute the value. So finally, what you have to do is, this is the integration of this is equal to summation of, what's the formula? We have seen summation of w is equal to I is summation of I is equal to 1 to n w into f of x. That is f of x1, that is w, f of x1. The answer is f of x1 into w1 plus f of x2 into w2 plus f of x3 into w3. When you substitute this one and find out the final answer, you will get the answer for this as 1.066. That's the answer by numerical integration. So the same thing you can find it out with the help of what is the actual integration. You can find it out with the help of actual integration. Can you do it? Or how will you do it for actual integration? When you integrate this one, you will get x power 4 5 by 5 and this one x cube by 3. So when you substitute the values of limit minus 1 and 1, you will be getting the value as actual integration also. You will be getting 1.066. You can do it as homework, and this also you can get as 1.6 is actual integration. Actual integration, no, that is today, right? that also. That is when you integrate actual integration, this you'll be getting x power 5 by 5 plus x power 3 by 3, then the limit is minus 1 plus 1. So when you do this operation, you will get the final answer as 1.66. So what I want to convey is, by the axial integration, you will get this value, and by the numeric integration also, approximately you are getting, in this problem, you are getting the 1.066. This answer will be also 1.066. So this numerical integration is a simple procedure to find out the answer for any functions. It will be easy than when compared to, this is a simple equation integration function I have given. Suppose if I can give some complicated function, then it will be a little bit difficult to do it by the proper integration technique when compared to the numeric integration. So that is advantage of numerical integration. So with that, the syllabus is over, and we can do some revisions from tomorrow onwards, and we will discuss some of the what is that? All the questions what you have to study, everything I'll cover in the tomorrow's class. Okay. Today, any free hour is there for you? If it is there, I can take one more class, because now you have to move on to that seminar. No, you have to join, because Jessimam told exactly. Is it at 9:30? Hello, Jagan. Is it at 9:30? Yeah,
9:30.
yeah, 9:30. Then you join, because the external people will be coming, and